What are you doing?
What's going on, you guys? Welcome back to season 2 of the Brothers-in-Law. This spring, we're going to be starting off making maple syrup out here at the farm. My family's been doing it now for 7 generations, so it's definitely changed over the years on how we do it, the machinery that we use, but the process is still basically the same. Collect, cook, right to your dinner table. These next few episodes, as we kind of go through the process from start to finish and how we make it, and maybe if you're lucky, we even give away a bottle or two. As we go along in the process of this maple syrup endeavor, we'll explain more about the equipment and the process steps that we come to. But right now, today, we're just going to be putting bags up, hanging bags to collect the maple syrup. But this is our cooker. It's in our farrowing house. This is where they used to raise baby pigs back in the day, back when my mom was grown up here. But painted, redone it in this area, cleaned it up a lot, and it's become our new maple syrup sugar shack. Words are tough. As you can see, it's a pretty easy process. A lot of people say it doesn't matter what side of the tree you tap on. My dad and grandpa always said the south side of the tree, you get more sunshine that way. There's a difference between sap and maple syrup. Maple syrup is the finished product after the sap is cooked down. So right now, coming out of the tree, it's called sap. Once you cook it down and the stuff they eat on your dinner table, it's called maple syrup. You take a drill bit, drill a hole into the tree, and we put one of those taps in there. Basically, that tap acts like a funnel, so it drains out all the sap and acts as a conduit. And then right on top of here, you can see the lip inside there. That's where we hang the metal bag, the metal piece, and then the bag just hangs off of it. So pretty ingenious. We used to use buckets, but that got to be a hassle the old school way. This is a lot easier now. In case you get rain, snow, dirt, debris, anything that's falling from the tops of the trees or any droppings or anything is covering the bag. The old school way of how we used to do it was we pound a nail into the tree, drill a hole, sometimes two, and then put 2 taps in those holes. And then that bucket would just hang off the tree and collect the sap. The problem with that is you get dirt, debris, bird droppings, what have you, and nothing's covering the top of it. As time went on, they slowly made covers for those buckets, but we just found bags to be easier. Sometimes you get a big enough maple tree where you can put 2 bags on the tree just because it's so big and produces so much sap. Over the years, a lot of the trees that we tap are the same ones. These big producers, the ones we hang 2 bags on, a lot of times we'll spray paint them with an orange stripe. Sometimes you'll find trees like this that have already been running quite a bit, just completely soaked with sap all the way down the side. Thanks for helping. This is what the old sugar shack, as we called it, used to be. Still standing. Great Grandpa Hugo built this back in the day. Grandpa used it, and this is what I grew up working with Grandpa and Dad. Big old stove. Throw logs of wood inside there. I would heat it up. That pan would sit upside down on top of this, about 100-gallon pan. And we'd pour the sap directly from the collection tank into the pan. Cook it down. Usually about an 8-hour to 9-hour, sometimes 10-hour process. We'd put the sap in there as a holding tank before we cooked it down. Chimney to go out. Yeah, a little bit different from what we have now. So we hung this bag at 1120. It is now 120. You can see how much sap has already been collected. Bags are 3-gallon bags. So honestly, we may be collecting tomorrow already. 100 bags were hanged throughout the day in the little 2 hours that Dad and I were out. We'll see how much more we can collect. Well, that about wraps things up for day 1 at least. The process again is just coming out here, drilling the holes, putting the taps in the tree, and then hanging the bags to collect the sap. We're going to be showcasing Dad's new equipment that he custom got from Canada. Yeah, he went all out on it. And as you saw from the old sugar shack, things have changed a lot. But the process is really still the same. You take the sap, you cook it down, and it becomes maple syrup. So in the next video, it'll probably be the collecting phase. So we'll come out here, we'll show you how we collect the sap from the bags and put it into our holding tanks to get ready to be cooked down. Thanks again for watching, and we'll catch you on the next video.